So last week, I traveled home and was with my brothers, and we were discussing about the audios I've been doing and the videos I've been doing about my story. And what they could not understand is why I just did 2 videos and stopped. They wanted me to do more of my stories. And then Kalicha is my brother. So Kalicha asked me, how can I tell stories of my childhood and stories of my primary school without me talking about being a member of Scouts? That for him, that was one of the moments again that he felt I was happy. I was me. Like, I enjoyed it. And I think I had mentioned I went to a school called Dayu, and I was a member of everything. Like, you will find me everywhere. Like, I will be everywhere. Think of anything co-curriculum activities. Kula Roba Wako will be there. And at that particular time, I was a scout member. We had other members, and when there was it 2002? I think was it 202? Yeah, I guess it was in 202. We went for Nairobi show, but not just for one day. Like, we went camping. That was my first time to leave home and go somewhere, and it's not at a family, friend, or place. It's me camping, is me out there. We got there, we set up our tents. We had brought food, so we cooked our food. It was a really beautiful experience for me. Like, those 3 nights in the woods, I love connecting with nature. Whenever I'm going through something, nature is what gets me through it. And that experience, and actually, my brothers used to go swimming. Dufompararo, I don't know if you know that. So they will go swimming at a river down there in Kiamaiko. And part of that, I couldn't get to go to that. But when I went camping, there was a swimming pool. I was so excited. The child then was so happy to just swim. Did I say I knew how to swim? I did not know how to swim. But by the time I was living there, I was halfway in terms of the basic. And swimming is it's something I like doing. And I think that has also influenced my children into liking swimming. Okay, I live through my children. Like, whatever I wanted to do when I was a child and I couldn't do, I do it with my children. So this time, one time after we cooked, there was a very, I don't know if you have gone for Nairobi show, DS. DS is where you get in and dance. Like, it is all these students, high school students. Primary school children were not allowed. But because I had scout uniform and I was a bit tall, so I got a chance to get in. I had never danced the way I danced that day. Like, the music, raga, I'll be there up screaming. I don't think TikTok dancing and my expression actually show the real me when I'm actually into dancing completely. I'll make some weird faces and other things. So, and screaming. I think that's how I keep on losing my voice, because if I sing to all songs. So whatever song is playing, I will sing along and dance. Whichever it is. It doesn't matter, it's I wanted to start with India. It doesn't matter if it's Bollywood. It doesn't matter if it's reggae. It doesn't matter if it's blues. It doesn't matter if it's an old classic, country, Borana, like name it. I'll be there. I connect to music. So we danced. Around that time, we had responsibilities of making sure the area was clean. We had responsibility of distributing food to those people who are making it happen. I think that was my first time experience with being. I think that being in the field, and that showed me that I am, like my head mistress used to say, she calls me an all-weather girl. That is when I learned that I could actually like it in the wilderness. And this somehow, in terms of my work experience, it has really brought out, I will tell you a story, several stories of my work experience in the field. So when I completed campus and went to Moyale, I started out as an intern at SIFA. And mostly we will do sensitization in the community, in all the community. When we talk of fieldwork, when we think of as farthest as Ilret, as Dabel, as Laisamis, Kor, Loyangalani, like think of all those places in Marsabit. I have been there in terms of sensitizing the community on how they will prioritize their issues, what is them identifying their problems, and also being able to prioritize what they need to handle first, among other things. And we will sleep in the dispensaries, because of course in the village there's just one vehicle. It comes once a week. The roads are terrible. The infrastructures are not there. So if maybe now things have changed, but back then, maybe on Wednesdays is when this vehicle would go to this town, public means. But because it was work, we had a vehicle to drop us and to pick us up. So it wasn't hard for me to just blend in with the community. It wasn't hard for me to just adapt to the situations. It wasn't hard for me. Like, it was easy for me. And I'll say, as much as people will say, that bit of me interacting with that camping made it easy for me, because I'm used to hardship. Yes, hardship. I'm used to hardship, so it's easy for me. And fast forward to why my headmistress called me a all-weather girl. When I told you story of me in high school, I told you how it gave me an opportunity to be me. And I could do all the activities, all of them. Like, you won't find me saying, oh, I can't do this. No, I have to try. And I learned, if you try, it's easy. When you are willing, it's easy for you to learn. Like, it's easy for me to do things. It's easy for me to play. It's giving it your all. And that's how life is. If you are willing to go the extra mile, if you're willing to give it your all, if you're willing to ignore all the negatives and just concentrate on you and who you are and what you want to achieve, nobody can stop you. circumstances will try to, but if your heart is in it, somehow it will happen. And I will tell you, recently a lot of students have graduated, many of them. And when I graduated from campus, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to work in the community. I didn't mind if I will start free. All I wanted was first experience, and then later on maybe grow into it. And when I was looking for a job in Moyale, I dropped my CVs in several organizations, including Concern Worldwide, CIFA. But when I got to CIFA, I found, I'll call him Ada Ibrahim. He was the CEO there. And I told him, I don't want to be paid. Like, I don't want salary. I want to learn. I want to grow my CV. I just want to be in the system, like learn the process. It didn't matter whether it will take me a month, 2 months, 3 months. I was ready. Like, I was ready to go through the process. So back then, my parents were not in Moyale, so they were still in Nairobi. I stayed with my auntie. I'll call her Rera Gudu. So while staying with her, it was easy for me. I will walk to work. I'll walk back for lunch. I'll walk back in the evening. I kept walking. I will walk. I didn't need to take a motorbike. I think it's either 800 meters or 1 kilometer. I'll walk in the morning. When there is an opportunity for me to work and I get a chance, that's okay. But you have to put yourself out there. You can't can't wait for it to look for you. You can't wait for advertisement on the websites. You can't walk from office to office. Find out, are you looking for someone? Do you need someone? I can do anything. Actually, I'm like, I can do anything. Even start as a tea girl in that organization that you want. But learn through the process. If you want something, you have to go for it. If you want something, you have to fight for it. If you want something, you need to be there completely. Mentally, physically, passion, with your heart, like everything in you, you need to be there. Thank you. Bye-bye.